Hi everyone, welcome to Tea Tarot. This is Simona. So I've got the cards laid down before me on the table, and I'm reading for the collective, for all of us, for the energies coming with the new moon. I've meditated, I've asked my guides to come in and give us the messages. I'll show you the cards. So there we go. And to be honest, I feel like this is gonna be a hard reading to read. The energies are quite all over the place, and by saying this, I mean like there's a lot happening. There's very, very strong cards on the table, lots of major arcanas and lots of swords and pentacles. Well, all of the suits are here. We have the cup suit, we have the wand suit as well. Anyway, so I'm just gonna start with, I'm gonna jump right into it because there's a lot to tell. So I'm gonna jump right into these two cards which popped out after I've laid down the reading. And these two, it's just, I feel like this is the overall energy of the reading, breaking tradition or control or what's established, breaking free of that, and tuning into or allowing a brand new, faster energy to enter and to lead us, or it's almost like not lead us, but like to ride that energy towards a new life, new way of being, new. Yeah. So that's the Chariot. This is death. This is how they came. So death is really transforming this control, this established way of doing things in our lives, or maybe belief systems, anything that is not applicable anymore, anything that maybe is too forceful or too outdated. It's just deep transformation, very deep transformation. And it's really interesting because in the middle of the spread we have these two feminine figures looking at each other. This is right in the middle of the tableau. Isn't that beautiful? Such powerful feminine energy I get from this. It's almost like something to do with the feminine and the masculine. Like the feminine is being united, the feminine energy within ourselves. All of us do have feminine and masculine energy. The feminine is kind of supporting itself, or it's like, well, not quite, like the feminine is rising within each of us and it's supporting the feminine within others, other people, other situations, institutions, whatever, to also rise, to awaken, to be the leader. It's very interesting. There is something about leadership, but it's not a leadership how we've thought of it before. It's that type of leadership. It's like gentle, it's feminine, it's wise, it's patient, it's all seeing, it's all knowing. And there is something about anchoring the energies within our lives and like really growing roots and being stationary and allowing things to come to us rather than we going and chasing them. It's exactly the opposite. By grounding ourselves within our strength, within our worth, within our confidence, within our knowledge, within our intuition. We allow things to see that worth, see that brilliance, see, you know, that strength. We would almost like we demonstrate that, we tap into that within ourselves, and inevitably it pours out of us as well. So the world reflects it back, absorbs it, and reflects it back to us. Okay, let me just get into the cards now. Okay, so we start with lots of pentacles surrounding the devil card. And this comes back to what I was saying with breaking tradition, old structures, stuff like that. Like from one side of the reading, we have a lot of pentacles. Like literally, the devil is surrounded by a lot of pentacles. That one is underneath it. This one's here. And we have also this king. And it's really interesting because we also have the Pope or the Hierophant. So all of this speaks of control, of tradition, of institutions, of things in our lives like jobs, relationships, families, belief systems, things that are creating this enslavement energy. They're holding us back. They're holding us back from rising to new heights, to new life, from awakening, from seeing the truth within our situations, from seeing where we've been leaking energy, where our power has been leaking. It's very interesting because after this, so this energy here, this structure, this stable foundation, this value, it's a lot to do with money too. This financial structure that we've created globally is really holding us back. It's holding our evolution back. But there is something that is balancing at the moment in our collective psyche, in our collective consciousness. Like we're really doing something here. This is the Two of Swords, and in this deck the Two of Swords almost looks like, this is almost like the swords are forming this portal, and within this portal there's the beginning of like the blossoming of this flower. It's almost like it's a gestation period, or a period of protecting something, protecting this beautiful flower, protecting this new maybe idea, new vision, new growth, allowing it to grow fully, to be strong before it emerges completely out into the world, before it births itself through the womb. Very interesting. Balancing the energy, balancing our energies, balancing, just finding the balance within our lives. Where can we anchor harmony? Where is the middle point? Where is to me these two look quite similar for some reason. Where can we tame the beast within, like the wild one within, with gentleness, with love, with care, with acceptance, and show a different path, a different way to that one, to that beast, to this devil energy. Because there is something else, like the devil energy I find that it's quite quite clever, because if you fight against it, it means that you've admitted that it has enslaved you, and it is powerful. So you kind of almost lower yourself to the same level, and if you exist in the domain of the devil, you will not beat the devil. So you have to almost raise above, like, your consciousness, your awareness, your understanding of your situation, of your life, of anything. You need to rise above that and see from a different perspective, from a higher perspective, to see that the chains actually are metaphorical, and nothing is really holding you back, and nothing is really holding you down. And you do have the power to, like, you almost have to become bigger than the devil. You have the power to stroke the devil on the head and say, it's okay. I see now, it's okay. Thanks for teaching me this lesson. Thanks for making it like hard for me, so I could see, so I could wake up, so I could learn my lessons, go through this period. Thank you. And release it. Yeah, something about that. Something about a lot of us are having new visions, new ideas, new directions. And these visions and directions, like, it takes time to manifest them. But I feel like quite a lot of us, like, we've been through so much that it's okay, it's totally fine. Like, we can totally do that. We have the ability, we have the capacity. We've endured so much hardship that it's almost like we've become so strong and so grounded that it's almost like nothing can really knock you down, nothing can surprise you anymore. You've been through, literally, you've been through hell, and you've emerged on the other side, or we are emerging on the other side. There is this sense of breaking, like breaking the old on an expanded level, and on a very, very personal level within ourselves, our belief systems, our conditionings, and on a global scale in the planetary society. The energy speeds up. If it hasn't for you, it will speed up, because we have the Eight of Wands here, right above the Papess, or the High Priestess, and then we have the Six of Swords underneath. And it's very interesting, because here again we have this flower, which it's almost like it's grown a little bit, but now it's got even more protection around itself. So I get something about boundaries again, guys. Knowing your value, and so knowing your value, and not just giving it away like this. Like, you have to have boundaries, you have to have firm foundation, you have to, when you know your worth, you will not allow anyone who doesn't value you to be part of your of your life, of your existence. So it's something to do with that, with very, very strong boundaries, very strong protection. We need to protect our energies at the moment, somehow, whether that's with meditation, rest, good food, anything you need, anything that nurtures you. This is your protection. So don't leak your energy, don't give too much, don't stretch yourself thin for people, for jobs, for any situation. It's the rest is needed. We need to find the balance between action and rest, but also within this rest, when we retreat, there is the time to actually connect to our intuitions, to connect to our wisdom, to listen to the woman within, to the wise one, to the feminine, nurturing, caring energy, to the lunar aspects of ourselves, which she doesn't speak in logical terms. She guides you from, from within, from your heart or third eye or whatever. And it's a feeling, like it's the feelings. That's what I get. It's the feelings. Listen to your feelings. Allow your feelings to flow. Allow them to be expressed. Allow them to be felt, even if it is something painful, even if it is grief, even if it is anger. Allow them to be heard, to be expressed, because this is how you transmute this energy of maybe pain or fear into action. Okay? And this is how you also open the door and you see what's beneath, what is inside of you, what wants to speak, what wants to express itself, what wants to be birthed. This is how you unlock this thick I don't know, door. I just see it as a door at the moment, or a lock or something. This is how you unlock it, by gently, but firmly and confidently, with this feminine energy here, this wise one. And then we're lit. This is very peculiar. So then we're surrounded. So we're surrounded both. So this women, this feminine energy is surrounded on one side with the devil and this firm structure and very masculine figures here, which are part of this, picture of this energy. But they are not that energy. Like the Hierophant is underneath the devil with the 9 of Pentacles. And to me, this is very interesting, because it to me speaks about something to do with okay, let me explain. Because on one side we have this king, this abundant energy with the 3 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. And to me, this energy is quite positive, actually. It's something to do with like collaboration, creating together, birthing together. And the masculine is so needed for this birthing, for this creation. The feminine cannot do it on her own, but the feminine is the central figure here. So it's something to do with the feminine, the divine feminine, the female energy on the planet or within ourselves, which is the central focus at the moment. She's the one that is emerging. She's the one that's showing the way. She's the one that's leading us. She's the one that's awakening. She's the focus, okay? But these masculine energies here are holding the ground. They are almost at standstill, looking and holding space for this feminine energy, which is awakening, which is coming back to our lives, to the earth, to, our relationships, to the way we express ourselves. It's really beautiful. It's very gorgeous. And this is hard. This is difficult journey. There is lots of swords here. It is difficult. It is like every birthing, like every birth, there is pain. there is mess, there is fear. So a lot of that emerges within this process. Okay. No more of this. No more manipulation. No more lying. No more like pretending. No more being unable to manifest and to create whatever we want. No more of this. 10 of Cups in reverse. No more spilled cups. No more lost hopes and wishes. It is time for stability. It's time for a new start. It is time for stability, which is true stability, which is aligned with our emotions, with our feelings. It's with our thoughts, with everything. So it's not just material value we're talking about. It's not just pentacle. We are transforming our lives and ourselves, so there is balance and harmony and incredible stability within our emotional lives. Because this is the true foundation. This is the true energy which alchemizes and transforms our world, our reality. This is where we start from. This is how we create. So emotion is very important. It's there to be felt. It's there to be expressed, and it's there to give us information. Yeah, wow, very interesting. So underneath the Judgment card, we have the Nine of Swords, and then we have this King upside down, and he came with the Seven of Wands. So it's time to put the barriers down, the barriers that are preventing us of connecting to our emotional world, to our true feelings. Look at them. It doesn't matter how hurt you have been or you are. It's time to see, it's time to feel, it's time to connect to these energies, to these hidden flowers inside of you, to your hidden talents. But before that, or your potential. But before that, you have to look at the loss, you have to look at the pain, you have to look at your wounds, and really look at them in order to heal them. You can't just put a plaster on them and hope for the best. They have to be treated, they have to be mended. So look at that. Don't be afraid, be proud of it. Because of your experiences, you're exactly where you are at the moment. You are the person you are at the moment. You're still alive, you're still breathing, and you've learned a lot. So be that one, this archetype. Allow this archetype to feel this strength card, to feel your entire being and your situation, your life. You have the wisdom, you have the knowledge, you have the experience, and you have the strength to deal with any hardship, any difficulty in your life. Lean on this experience, on this wisdom. Lean on it. Allow it. Allow yourself to be held by yourself. and your community. You don't have to do it alone. So the energy, okay, I'm gonna quickly summarize this. We're almost at the end, guys, just so that. We're almost at the end. Wow, 2 9s. Yeah, we're almost at the end of a journey. We have to push a little bit, but we are almost at the end. The energy is very powerful that is coming with the new moon. It requires stillness and rest and connection to our power, connection to our roots, connection to our intuitions, connection to the feminine within ourselves. It requires honesty with ourselves about our feelings, about our needs, about our dreams, desires. It requires true evaluation of where do we create situations which enslave us? How do we give our power away? How do we agree to give our power away? Because you can't give your power away if you do not want to. Like, if you are completely aware of what you're doing, what you're manifesting, what you're projecting into the world. If you know your true worth, if you're connected to your strength and your intuition, there's no way for any energy to enter, any energy like this to enter and to take that worth away. We usually unconsciously agree to that. We trick ourselves into it. So yeah, this is pretty much the energy. I hope that made sense. I think that's all, guys. I hope this made sense. Let me know in the comment section. Also, like, subscribe and share. That helps me a lot. It helps the channel to grow, and I would love that. I would love to reach more people. So I kind of feel like I want to draw another card. I feel like it's quite heavy energy. It's good, but I just don't feel quite fulfilled there. I want a few more cards. Is there any more messages that, like a summary or overview of the reading? Wonderful. So a lot of wand energies I'm seeing as I'm shuffling. So the 4 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and I just saw the Sun. Yeah, amazing. And a lot of Cup energy as well. Incredible. So yeah, it just comes back to, and then we have this one. Wonderful, completing the cycle. So yeah, just the same message came through. Emotions. Look at your feelings. Allow them to communicate to you, because there is message. And this is how also we get out of stagnation. In the moment we are not afraid anymore to sit with ourselves, with our brokenness, with our grief. In that moment we transmute the energy, and the energy becomes super quick, like the wand energy of the tarot, and it clears the path for action or clear vision with this one. And it shows us exactly what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, how it needs to be done, in order for ourselves to keep being empowered, keep being centered, keep being aligned, keep being fulfilled. Okay, well, I hope this helped. Bye everyone, I'll see you next time.